GP Mauisurfreport. Today I am testing the 525, which I own for a few months now, and I never really dialed in with my 50 fuse because it's too pitch sensitive, so I'm borrowing a 60 fuse. I did a run yesterday with the 725 and this setup, and it was borderline too easy. Not borderline, it was definitely too easy, meaning I don't need a longer fuse with the 725. It's way more fun with the shorter one. But the purpose of today's run is to find out if the 60, more control, more gradual pitch adjustment will allow me to reap the benefits of the smaller foil, which so far I haven't, because I end up being slower than with the 725 just because it's so pitch sensitive. 10:30, perfect. If I launch now, I'll get a Kanaha at 11. Not before, otherwise I get arrested. Problem is that when it slows down like this, then it wants to come down. So I'm gonna speak after 30 seconds. I think for wing downwinders, no matter how strong the wind, 725 is better. Maybe if it's huge bumps, the 525 might play a role. 525 is a wing for big waves. Still more sensitive to the pitch control than the 725, but with the 60 is a lot more stable than with the 50. That is for sure. Not liking it. Too early to speak. But that's the very first impression of the first run of 525 and 60 fuse. It's so fast though that it goes to the next bump. If there is a bump in front, you can go to it. The low end is a lot better on the 725, obviously. The stall speed is definitely higher on this foil. You use this foil when you need top end, not low end. And that is on a big wave when you want the top speed in control without the fear of overfoiling. I'm gonna try to go straight and get some of that top speed, like over this one. See, I was able to, that was a big step right there. Still, I couldn't keep it down. See if I can get in front of that. Kind of in the middle here. Nice little trough. Cool little fish. It is fun for sure, but not as fun as the 725, or at least no more. So I don't know. Nice little section. That's a good one there. Nice. See, right there, I will be struggling with the 50 to keep the pitch. With the 60 is a lot easier. So that is confirmed. Not that there was a need for that, but whew, it's more physical, that is for sure. 725, I don't need to pump as much, and I don't need to grab the wing as much. Nice. Where am I going on this one? I think I want to go all the way in the front there, and I can't. That's probably superior to the 725. The ability to jump over to the next bump, if that is the case, if that is what I want to do. There you go, left a bit. Get a little surfy. Nice. So fun. Yak. All these yakking turns. Keep yakking turns. This is getting better and better. The pumping is not as effective as the 725, not even remotely close. You gotta be gentle, otherwise you slam it down. And what you get out of each pump, it's a I mean, smaller 4. Whee! What do you expect? I'm just trying to like it for this application, and it's not a bad one, but nope. I think 735 remains my favorite for the wing downwinders in, let's call it, average conditions in which the bumps are not bigger than head eye. I'll take it out again when it's really big, see how I do. But meanwhile, am I gonna buy a 60 or not? Yeah, I don't think so. Second run, it's 110. The run is 30 minutes, I work at 2, plenty. This time I put the 50 version 2, which is 52. Same 2 degrees, 2 red shims. I'm just desperately trying to like the 525 for wing downwinders, and I'm gonna give him another chance. The setup feels way more twitchy. That's how it's supposed to feel. So the first run with the 60 was so relatively easy that I never fail. I don't like runs when I don't fall. I like runs when I feel like I'm on the edge and I'm pushing my limits. It is more slippery for sure through the water. Becomes a nice trough. Here you go, GP. Push this thing as much as you can. Super fun, super reactive, way more fun. And loose, look at this. Hee-hee. And it's like the slalom went from giant to special. You know, I hope they call the same in English. Yeah. Maybe it's not called special, it's just the regular slalom. The one with the gates closer to each other and way tighter turns. Nice little section. Look at this. Super duper fun. Good there. Woo! Oh! I knew it was coming. Okay, so that was the first expected fall with a 50. Possibly not the only one. Look at this trough that as soon as I started, so I didn't even pump it or anything. Ooh. And I go in front of it. It just really flies in front of the bumps. Now, as you can see, maybe you can't, but the altitude control just became just 1 degree more difficult, really. Huh? Whatever that means. But how about the maneuverability? Oh, and the fun factor. Oh, look at that one. I'm gonna go get it. And I'm gonna go get it in a squirrely way, because the slalom is now pure slalom. Whoa! See that? So why do you want to complicate your life and make it more difficult? The heck, because it's more fun. I can totally be way more aggressive in cutbacks. This is fun. Okay, so I know already. I'm gonna return the 60 because I don't need one. 50. Oh, this is really fun. Look at this, I'm totally surfing these waves. And now I'm gonna drop into that one. Super fast. So fun. Where do I go? Oh, I go left. That is right, I guess. Moment. Ooh. I notice that when I'm doing this thing, my speech becomes a little impaired. It's kind of understandable, because I'm supposed to be focused instead, but then it gets boring. The video, I mean. Whew. So for your entertainment, I'm gonna keep talking. So these sections, okay, I did this one no problem, actually kind of nicely, but it will be a lot easier on the 725, the section in which you got to cut back and catch the one at the back, a little bit like this one over here, and then you can cut back on the whack. Whoa, GP, keep it down. Yeah, little cutty right there, and a little cutty right here. So fun. Whoo! Whack! Turtle, I'm gonna spray her. Can't do this. Look at this. Woohoo! Look how squirrely this thing can be. And that's because the fuse is shorter. Fuse is short. When are you ready? Fuse is short. Whoa. Oh yeah, actually the song says choice is yours, and my choice is short fuse. Forever.